Cristiano Ronaldo helped a struggling single mother. Years later, she returned with a surprise, a fictional inspirational story. The stadium had long emptied after one of the most exciting matches of the season. Fans had gone home with smiles, cameras were packed away, and the bright floodlights slowly dimmed. Cristiano Ronaldo was making his way toward the parking area when something caught his attention. Near the stadium entrance stood a young woman holding the hand of a little boy. Her clothes were worn, and despite trying to smile, exhaustion showed clearly on her face. The child looked hungry, but he kept smiling at everyone who walked by. Most people passed without noticing. Cristiano stopped. He walked over with a warm smile. "Hello," he said gently. "Are you waiting for someone?" The woman hesitated before answering. "My name is Sophia. I'm actually hoping to find some temporary work. I clean offices during the day, but today I came here because someone promised me a catering job after the match. They never showed up." She lowered her eyes. "I don't even have enough money to get home." Cristiano looked at the little boy. "What's your name?" "Daniel," the child answered proudly. "And what's your dream?" Daniel's face instantly lit up. "I want to be a football player, just like you." Cristiano laughed softly. "That's a great dream." He noticed Daniel's shoes were badly torn. Without making a scene or calling photographers, Cristiano invited them to a nearby cafe that was still open. For the first time that day, mother and son enjoyed a warm meal. As they talked, Cristiano learned that Sophia had lost her husband in a traffic accident 2 years earlier. Since then, she had been working multiple jobs to keep Daniel in school. She never asked for charity. She only wanted a chance. Cristiano admired her determination. Before leaving, he quietly spoke with one of his assistants. The next morning, Sophia received a phone call that completely changed her life. Cristiano had arranged temporary housing for the family for 6 months. He also connected her with a local company looking for reliable administrative staff. Within weeks, Sophia had a stable full-time job. Daniel was enrolled in a youth football academy, and Cristiano personally covered the fees without telling the media. His only request was simple. "Don't tell anyone," he said. "This isn't about publicity." Years passed. Life slowly became brighter. Sophia worked hard, earned promotions, and eventually became the manager of her company. Daniel trained every afternoon after school. He wasn't the most naturally gifted player, but he had something coaches admired. Discipline. Every time training became difficult, Sophia reminded him of one sentence Cristiano had told him years earlier. "Talent opens the door. Character keeps it open." Daniel never forgot those words. 10 years later, Cristiano was invited to speak at a charity gala supporting education and youth sports. Business leaders, athletes, and celebrities filled the grand ballroom. After finishing his speech about giving opportunities instead of handouts, the host smiled mysteriously. "We have one final guest." A confident young businessman walked onto the stage beside an elegant woman. Cristiano looked puzzled. Then the woman smiled. "Do you remember us?" It took only a few seconds. "Sophia?" She nodded. "And this?" She placed a hand on the young man's shoulder. "Is Daniel?" Cristiano's eyes widened. "The little footballer?" Daniel laughed. "I'm much taller now." The audience chuckled. Cristiano embraced them both warmly. "What are you doing these days?" Daniel smiled. "I actually played football through college, but I discovered another passion." He pointed toward a presentation screen. It displayed the logo of a foundation. "We created the Second Chance Foundation." Photos appeared. Children receiving school supplies. Single parents learning job skills. Families moving into safe housing. Community football fields. Scholarship ceremonies. Daniel continued. "When you helped us, you didn't just change one day. You changed our future. So my mother and I made a promise. If we ever succeeded, we would do the same for others." The audience fell completely silent. Sophia stepped forward. "We've spent the last 5 years helping hundreds of struggling single parents become financially independent. No publicity. No cameras. Just hope." Cristiano looked genuinely emotional. "You built all this?" Daniel nodded. "But there's more." He handed Cristiano a small envelope. Inside was a single photograph. It showed the tiny cafe where they had shared that first meal together years ago. On the back was a handwritten note. "Kindness is never an expense. It's an investment." Cristiano smiled quietly. "I remember this place." Daniel grinned. "We bought it." Cristiano looked surprised. "What?" "The owner was retiring," Daniel explained. "So we purchased it. It's now a community cafe. No one who is hungry pays for their first meal." The audience erupted into applause. But Daniel wasn't finished. "We'd like you to come outside." Curious, Cristiano followed them. Parked across the street was a brand new mobile community center. Its sides unfolded into classrooms, computer stations, and medical consultation rooms. The logo read, "The Opportunity Bus." Sophia smiled. It travels to neighborhoods where families can't easily reach support services. Career counseling. Free meals. Health checkups. Tutoring. And sports programs. Cristiano slowly walked around the vehicle. He was speechless. Daniel handed him a small set of keys. "We named it after the lesson you taught us." Cristiano looked confused. "The lesson? You helped without expecting anything back. So we'd like you to do us the honor of officially launching it." Cristiano accepted the keys with a grateful smile. "This is one of the greatest gifts I've ever received." The following morning, instead of attending another luxury event, Cristiano joined volunteers on the first journey of the Opportunity Bus. They visited neighborhoods where children rarely had access to books, computers, or football equipment. Cristiano kicked footballs around with dozens of excited kids. Sophia met with parents searching for jobs. Daniel organized coaching clinics and scholarship information sessions. By sunset, hundreds of families had received assistance. As the day ended, Cristiano watched children laughing together on a small football pitch. Daniel stood beside him. "You know, I used to think heroes only scored goals." Cristiano smiled. "And now?" Daniel looked toward the families. "Now I know the greatest goals happen off the field." Cristiano nodded. "Football gave me many trophies. But moments like this are worth even more." Years later, the Second Chance Foundation expanded into multiple cities. Thousands of families found employment. Thousands of children returned to school. Countless dreams were rebuilt. And in the lobby of every community center hung the same framed message. One act of kindness can echo through generations. Because sometimes the greatest victory isn't lifting a trophy. It's lifting someone who has fallen. And when kindness is given with no expectation of reward, it often returns in ways no one could ever imagine.